Hey guys, good morning. This is Tana Tarot, and this is today's morning message. So, a very specific reading this morning. I kind of was almost like, I don't know if I want to do this one, but I'm like, yeah, I got to, because this is what came up. So, if you have a wonderful relationship with your parents and there's no angst or anger or loss or grief or whatever, then this reading may not be for you, and you may just want to go ahead and click off. However, if you have any type of a chaotic childhood or relationship with your parents that has conflict, anger, all that kind of thing, then this reading definitely may be for you. So here's the deal. Let's just go ahead and start here. This is about parental relationships. It says, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. So, whether your mother or father are here or whether they are not, here's what I'm seeing. It's so interesting that they would talk about healing from pain, and then we have 3 cards of pain. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God. So we have the 5 of Cups. Grief, loss. It's like, say in this instance, your parents weren't totally heinous, but maybe they disappointed you. Maybe there was alcoholism in the family. Maybe their priorities were messed up and there was never enough money. And like in my childhood, I know this is probably going to sound like first world problems, but I remember getting new clothes once in my childhood in 7th grade, going to J.C. Penney's, and her spending like $100-something, which was probably a ton back then. But, I always made sure, no matter, even if I had to, beg, borrow, or steal. I never stole, but for my kids, they always, at least, some years are better than others, but you know what I mean? I made my children a priority, and my parents didn't, and that was due to alcoholism and stuff like that. It wasn't because they were bad people. But anyway, in this card, this person is focusing on what they didn't have and not seeing what they did. I mean, I guess I could say in this instance, it could have always been worse. And if your childhood was particularly heinous and there's no way that you could forgive your parents, then this reading may not be for you either. So I see loss, grief. I see sadness at what you lost or what you didn't have. With the 5 of Swords, I see that your parents could have been particularly negative, cruel, critical, okay? And that it could cause you anxiety and depression today. It could cause you to have negative self-beliefs. It could cause you to be hyper sensitive to anyone like pushing your boundaries, and you may like overreact, that kind of stuff. I also see with the 9 of Swords just like a lot of mental anguish and conflict. Anxiety, fear. So wow, okay, so negativity up the yin-yang, right? We have the Balance card. The message with this card is to try to find a way to work through it, okay? Not get over it. Sometimes we can never get over things that happened, losses that occurred, things that happened to us. Try and find a way to deal with it, work through it. Find a way not to move on, to let something behind necessarily, because this will always be a part of you, but to move forward in a way that is positive for you so that you can have a good and positive life. This message to me is like, if this was your experience and you find yourself suffering from anxiety and depression and loss, or perhaps even like drinking, like medicating yourself, find a way to gain some perspective and balance. And I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, but whether that is through therapy, if you have siblings who went through the same thing, maybe talking things through with them. And I'll tell you, this is describing my childhood pretty much. And the one way that I deal with it is I tell myself, my parents did the best they could with what they had. Again, mine was not super heinous. It was really more just chaotic household due to alcoholism and not the children not being a priority and stuff like that. If yours was heinous, this may not work for you, and you definitely may need counseling. But it says, the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother and father. So that's the message for today. All you have to do is reach out for help. Whether you want to reach out to your angels, whether you want to reach out to your angels and go to counseling, therapy, whatever it is, you're being called on to heal, ask for help, and to heal, to find balance, and find a way to work through this so that you can move forward in a positive way and find some type of freaking joy and happiness in this life. So, hey, pretty deep today. Thumbs up and subscribe, and see you tomorrow.